I want to get into that MQL, SQL conversation. Before that, though, you mentioned that we spend the vast majority of the time trying to go after new prospects, get new MQLs, new SQLs. But just last couple of years, Forrester came out with a big report. And they said in the world of B2B, 73% of revenue, 73%, three quarters of revenue comes from existing customers. So I just want to ask your question about, as a revenue operations leader, that doesn't mean, revenue operations over new logo development. That means increase our revenue, right? And the more enlightened companies have chief revenue officers that oversee revenue operations. So marketing and sales and customer support, customer experience, all live under that umbrella. So the structures are maybe tending towards that. They're not that way in most companies. But why are companies so focused on new logo development and not as much on mining the massive opportunity we have with our existing customer base?
Yeah, great question. I've been on the board of other fast growth VC-backed businesses as a CRO, and I can tell you it is largely driven from the top, right? It is driven by a board that they rarely ask the question of how much revenue are we driving from our existing base, right? They want to know, what is our future pipeline? That's the question that you as a CRO get beaten over the head with. Where's our future pipeline? Where's our new logos? That is the predominant occupation or interest of boards, right? Now, it doesn't mean they don't care about things like churn and net retention, but they care more about new logo growth, right? Because that they see as the engine of the business. And if you flatline on new logo growth and completely rely on existing business, your install base, then I think, to be fair, rightly, if you go too far that direction, the business will eventually stall. There is only so much you can eke out your existing customer base. And actually, there's a really great guy in the SaaS space called Jason Lemkin, who I admire greatly. He's spoken a lot about the last 12 months. Too many SaaS CRO leaders have actually gone the opposite direction, and they are squeezing every penny or every cent out of their existing customer base to the detriment of existing client relationships. So I think we may be overcorrecting to that route at this point, but I think traditionally, Steve, you're completely right. We've just ignored our existing customers. Like, they just don't matter when there is an enormous amount of value and revenue to be driven out of those existing customers. And of course, the expense of trying to replace any churned customers with net new customers, it's like you're treading in quicksand, right? Like, you do not want to be building a business on a leaky bucket.